The Armstrong Atlantic men's golf team is in Allendale, Michigan at the Division II National Championships. The Meadows Golf Course in Allendale, Michigan. Today, the Pirates had their practice round on this course, and head coach Michael Butler gives us a glimpse as to the course conditions the Pirates are going to face this week up in Michigan.
Yes, Chad, we're going to face many different situations here at the golf course at the National Championship. One being that the fairways are in great shape. Some of the landing areas are 22 yards in width. Some are 32 yards in width. But a couple situations we have is one, we've got three cuts. One being the fairway cut and then the second cut. And if you look at the second cut, there's just enough rough here that'll interfere with the golf ball. So our players will have to make a decision on club selection and how the wind's going to affect the shot and their distance. And then if you look at this next situation, the second cut, here the golf ball sitting down more in the rough, which is also going to create another situation where club selection is going to be very important in what they decide to hit. The rough is up. I would say there's probably about 1.5 inches in the first cut, probably 2.5 in the second cut. And then if we move to the third cut, the rough increases quite a bit. In this situation here, right of the cart path on hole 18, you've got some fescue grass here. Now this rough here, I would say is close to 6 inches. So it's very penal if you hit it offline into this rough. This is a tough shot. And in this situation, the player's just looking to get the club back in the fairway and get it back into play. A lot of obstacles we're going to face this week here at the golf course. Yes, Chad, the greens are a little different than what we're normally used to. It's a poana grass, which is not something that we actually putt on a regular basis. So it's a little bit different. Obviously, it's got a lot of undulation to the greens, relatively quick. We're going to move over here to Shad Tootin and watch Shad practice here on the 18th hole. And he's going to show the undulation of this green. He's a little right of the flag, and the putt should break a little to his left. Something else Shad's also dealing with is also the wind. The wind's going to affect his putts also in practicing, because the wind's been blowing anywhere from 18 to 20 miles an hour so far in the practice round. Okay, Chad, the areas around the green are also relatively severe. We have the first cut here. This is the fringe area, which is still very puttable for the golfers playing this week. It's first cut. And then the second cut, if you move over to this golf ball, is the ball sitting down in the rough. So the golf ball in this situation is not going to come out with a lot of spin. It's actually going to come out like a knuckleball. It's going to be hard to get a lot of spin. So the players are going to have to play the shot to where it releases to the hole. They'll still use a club with a lot of loft, but they'll definitely have to play for the roll for the ball to the hole. So there's a lot of factors around the greens that's going to make it difficult to get the ball up and down. I would say the golf course is set up similar to a U.S. Open style, with rough being very thick, and driving the ball is going to be very important for our players this week. The team that plays the best is going to be the team that drives the ball very well and is able to control their ball and all of the wind also.